Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Sal Plays Star Trek Online. Here we are, on the final part of the Delta Quadrant storyline. What's left behind, as we find out the mysterious origins of that device we recovered from Roddenberry Prime. Let's get into it. Okay, so fair enough. Wherever Voyager is. Map, shields, and squadron. Oop. I seem to have overshot my mark there, but they still managed to get me.
Welcome back to Voyager. We were about to begin studying the device you recovered from Gall's communication center. Since you have spearheaded much of our efforts here, I would like you to take the lead once again. Captain Kim and 7 of 9 are at your disposal.
Cool. No, it's in engineering, not astrometrics. Okay. That's interesting, but never mind. See what happens. I wondered if this was going to be a double fake out and suddenly we were actually in Tuvok's mind still. There it is in containment. And it seems to be moving. Yeah, okay, let's talk to Kim.
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of. The first thing we need to do is determine how it's communicating. We can't find any normal transmissions from it, but we're hoping you have some new ideas to bring to the table.
Subspace, maybe? And it could be Arconian tech, and okay, analyze. Okay. If it's Arconian tech, it wouldn't be chronoton radiation. Subspace fields. Yeah, subspace fields. Arconian tech then.
The device communicates with subspace. We should have guessed that. Now comes the hard part. We need to access the device's memory. The engineering team here on Voyager is good, and I've heard your team is top-notch, but it might take more time than we have for either team to make a full analysis. We should have both teams give you their opinions on the device. If we work together, you'll need to set switches on the device until we get solid readings. We'll be able to tell if switches are in the correct position, but not which switches. Good luck.
Oh, great. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Okay, switch 1 to off.
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode. Unfortunately, sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and your chief engineer. I am seeing green across the board. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have access to the primary memory core of the device.
Well, that...
Unfortunately, we're only halfway there. Now we need to access the secondary memory core to get full access to the data.
That was anticlimactic. I wonder if it rotates between each mission.
The engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orientation. Unfortunately, the engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode. Looks like you did it again.
Huh.
All the switches are in the correct position.
Okay. Oh, now it's gone to astrometrics. Nice. Alright. Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be. Yeah, gotta go for the turbo lift and cut a little bit of this out. Although it is nice to see the inside of Voyager. Mate, astrometrics was on the same deck as engineering.
We have access to the data banks of the device.
Huh.
Very efficient work.
Fair enough.
From the data we have received so far, we will be able to pinpoint the exact transmission coordinates. However, it is possible that doing so may alert whomever is on the other end that we have reverse engineered their technology.
Attempt unencrypted query. Which means they don't know we're coming, which means we might get the surprise on them. Whoever they are. We'll find out though, I suppose. Oh, you waited.
Fascinating. Excellent work. With this location, we may be able to finally reveal who gave the Vaadwaur their advanced technology, and why the neuroparasites appeared again in this time and place. Commander Jirok of the Romulan Republic has requested to join you on this operation. Her own analysis of the device has shown that the Romulans have had some contact with the creators of this device, a race known as the Ilachi. She will meet you in subspace at the given coordinates. Finally, Voyager's emergency medical hologram, the Doctor, will be assigned to your crew. His knowledge of the Delta Quadrant races may prove invaluable.
Oh, nice. Cool. No, I've got to talk to the Doctor first. Has he got his mobile emitter on? Okay. Let's get out of here. Might be good to have the Doctor along. Oh, and here we go, into a subspace portal. Yeah, yellow. No. Red. It's an Ilachi we'll be dealing with. Alright, where is this station?
This is Commander Jirok of the RRW Cassette. When we learned that the Ilachi were involved, I requested to shadow you on this mission. I know your experience with the Ilachi is limited. The Romulan Republic, however, has an extensive history with this race. The Tal Shiar used Ilachi to help invade Veranet, a colony made up of Romulan refugees seeking to make a new life for themselves. The two factions worked together to convince Romulan colonies to join the Tal Shiar. It was in spite of this that the Romulan Republic was forged. We fought off the Tal Shiar and eventually made a stand against the Ilachi and New Romulus. Many Romulans gave their lives in defense of our new homeworld. But that's
Funny
not
enough,
all.
you will eventually be able to see me do that when I play as my Romulan character.
Before we board the station.
Yeah, that is a good plan, so let's get to it. Alright, let's bring my full weapons to bear on these guys. Oh, he's using their weapon. Yeah. It's not going to be for much longer though. Oh, if anyone's wondering where Drake is today, this mission requires you to do it as a single player, so I thought, let's not bother him until we can do joint missions again on the next playthrough or the next story arc. Which, he'll be back soon, so don't worry too much. Well, maybe they decided in their equal goal they could do things together that they couldn't do.
Is here to defend the outpost.
While you destroy that ship, I'm just going to go harvest this radiation. Of course, it's that in subspace. There we go. I also get my first of my harvest materials in space endeavour. He just beamed away. We didn't destroy him. Alright, let's find out what the Elotri are hiding. This is a pretty big station. Yeah, let's take an Elotri onto the Elotri station. What could go wrong? Actually, it'd be interesting if you could convince them to not attack us.
Good. You found a breathing apparatus. That should take care of that nasty cough.
I was thinking we should split up and cover.
This is obviously an...
It is a good thing we're still wearing our hazmat suits, isn't it, guys? Except the doctor, but then again, he's a hologram. Wow, we've got 2 docs. Cool.
These are Solanagen tables. I've read the interface.
So the Solanagen are working with the Elotri. Why am I now thinking of the Keepers from Mass Effect as though there's some sort of biological servitors?
These are definitely Solanagen tables, which, if I'm correct, and I always am, is the same race you dealt with after using the Iconian Gateway on New Romulus. The Solanagen kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments. If they are somehow connected to the Elotri and the Vaudois, this is beginning to make more sense. If I had to guess, there must be a stasis room nearby. We should find it and rescue anyone in there.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. There's the stasis room. And that doesn't look good. Looks like they're being subsumed into whatever the cell membrane is on that cell. Now, how do I get in there is the next question. Nope, I just dropped my mines. Nope, can't just jump in. There's got to be a door in there somewhere. There's the... Yeah, why don't we just follow the blue dots? Who's on the table? Mutated... I'm assuming it's vaguely Romulan shaped. Interesting. Alright, let's bring in an Elotri Walker to fight the Elotri. And Turret Jesus will make a return now. Or for some reason he won't. Ah, there we go.
It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only just begun the conversion process. We can save them if we beam them.
That's it, Walker. Do your job. Kill the Alachi. Let's save him. He looks like... Oh. Okay.
We're transporting you to a rendezvous ship, Warrior. You're going to be fine.
Well, these guys are a bit too far gone. Oh, they... Nope, too far gone. Didn't I just save him?
Huzzah. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need.
Let the crew fight them. Oh, a Klingon. Huh, interesting.
This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately.
That was actually quite sensitive to the Klingons' honour there, Doc. Good one. Alright, next room. Right, move to window. Okay.
A prison break? Maybe I should go back to the ship.
They look to be wearing Republic uniforms as well.
Neural parasites. This must be where the Vadlar were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs. Neural parasites. Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected by these in the mid-2360s? The Enterprise logs from that era are fascinating reading. If you ever have a few dozen... If Gaul and the infected Vadlar were communicating with this station, it stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. We should definitely investigate further. If we can find the implantation room, then I should be able to analyze their equipment and gather more information.
I mean, I'd just vaporize it from space,
The
maybe.
empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information. This tech, this whole facility, it's Iconian. There are
Oh dear.
variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solanae and Alachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout the facility. The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there! I don't need to explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solanae, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like the founders created the Gem Hadar, but sophisticated enough to control another species, and with much less free will. The parasites are a weapon. When Voyager revived the Vadlar, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. Even the Kazon outdid them. But
Oh,
now,
wow.
Vadlar technology is cutting edge. The only way they could have advanced so far, so fast, was by allying themselves with someone else, with the Iconians. The Vadlar got their tech upgrades from them, but they also got the neural parasite. The parasites gave the Vadlar power, but they gave the Iconians control. They were ultimately the ones pulling.
Oh dear. This does not bode well for the future, Doc. Which means we're going to have to go up against the Iconians. Oh, hang on. Whatever, it doesn't seem to let me want to destroy them in this room, so I shall leave and head back to this room. Maybe it'll trigger something. Ah! Oh dear, the parasites are free, aren't they? Alright, let's beam in the security team, lightning, and boom. No, you can't spell laughter without slaughter, I suppose. Oh. Oh, wow.
Some of this technology is ancient, but it's quite advanced.
No, you said it yourself, Doc. Iconian tech. It would be ancient, but it would be off the chain in terms of advancement. I mean, Taris herself found that out the hard way.
These parasites aren't a natural species at all. They look engineered.
We already had that conversation, Doc.
This is more like a factory than a laboratory.
Yep. Observatory races. That's what they do. What? Attack the Alochi with... Oh. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Eat lightning, Alochi. No, I get it. The parasite's making him immune at points.
I think we're catching up with the escapees, and they might be from the Alpha Quadrant. We found a dead Romulan in the prisoner guard. He was part of the breakout. I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar. Keep an eye.
Maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the prisoner? I think I've seen enough combat.
Sorry, Doc, but we're only on a mission. What just happened to my... Okay, we found a pocket that's not poisoned. Oh, that's nice. The suits now automatically come on and off when you... That's interesting. Well, I'm not going to re-equip my armour just yet, because I still get some benefits from that stuff. Yep, someone's breaking out.
How fortuitous.
Oh,
I
Sealer.
have to find a way off this station alone.
Hello, we've not seen you since the Romulan arc, when you disappeared into that Iconian gateway. How the devil are you? You've been busy, I imagine? Not agreeing with your Iconian masters, apparently.
I don't think the Iconians want me to leave. Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Yep, hello.
Looks like you could use a hand.
Now, the standoff between these two is going to be interesting.
And now we have their leader's attention.
Right, which is why we'll send out Turret Jesus to deal with him. No, what the? That's it, Sal. Use the proper buttons. Okay. That takes care of that.
Seela! I should kill you where you stand. Justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the Lisette when you're finished here. Seela is a prisoner of the Romulan Republic.
You and this Seela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Not so fast. You have the weapons, but I have the information. If you want to learn what I know, you'll need to keep those Romulan rebels under control. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have. I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaudoir.
Yeah, they were going to add the Vaudoir to their warrior cast, along with the Alachi.
Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaudoir asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaudoir had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with it. All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence. Or were the Vaudoir that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant? That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first.
You know what, we'll do that just for fun.
You can believe what you want. How important is that really? I worked with the Iconians because at the time I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. A shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do? Beg the Federation or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan. We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I know dwelling on the past is meaningless. I am here, and so are you. Will I be taken into your custody, or will I be left to Tiara's tender mercies? Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
No, not at all. But you're not going to get hurt, because Gerard will follow orders. No, let's get onto the ship and then you leave this horrible place. Beam a few quantum torpedoes over just south of the reactor.
We have When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig...
Well, that wasn't exactly...
Right, let's get out of here. I wonder what would happen if you use a warp field in subspace. That's something for me to ponder. But anyway, guys, if you like what you saw, perhaps consider leaving me a like.
And the Iconians? That I did not expect. It's a lot to take in. And while I'm sure the former Empress has some interesting stories to tell, I know the Romulan Republic will
kick
want her
module.
to answer
Subspace
for the
rift.
crimes
Nice.
against her people. There will be some tricky back-channel negotiations before this all shakes out. I'll keep you posted as much as I can.
Yeah, thank you. But anyway, guys, yeah, like I said, leave a like, maybe a comment, and if you wouldn't mind sharing this around, as that does help me out as well. And if you are new, perhaps consider subscribing and then checking the bell notification to stay up to date with all the content. Anyway, that being said, guys, take care and have a good day.